Navigating this system, what services does the city provide for aging New Yorkers and their caregivers? And how can you make sure that your loved ones get the benefits they're entitled to?
CBS 2's Jennifer Bisram continues our series, The Cost of Caregiving, sharing how the city's Department for the Aging is trying to help, not just financially, but also emotionally.
I just believe that the city needs to be more on top of things.
We first introduced you to caregiver Renee Simmons earlier in our Cost of Caregiving series. Her family has to shell out about $1,500 every month to care for her 91-year-old mother, despite some available services.
We're paying out of pocket for services that I believe for someone at her age who worked and, contributed to the city at a time when she was more vibrant and healthy. And to have to literally almost kind of beg for stuff, I think that's really, it's almost like a slap in the face.
It's a concern that many caregivers we talk with have. So we went to the city's Department for the Aging for answers.
How hard was it for you? And you are in this industry, but how hard was it for you?
Not only am I in this industry, I'm the commissioner, and I fund many of these things, and it was extremely hard for me.
73-year-old Lorraine Cortez Vasquez is the commissioner for the city agency. She's also a caregiver to her own 94-year-old mother.
She just is in a rehab center because she fell. She has diabetes, heart disease, everything that happens with the onset of age.
In addition to countless applications and assessing what her mother financially qualified for, figuring out home care was also challenging.
Is this the right approach for her? What's the number of hours of care that she can have? What's the number of hours of care that my sister and I or my family could chip in and support?
She admits there isn't an easy pathway when it comes to getting aid and assistance for aging New Yorkers.
I wish there were a simple formula, but it is so personalized because it depends on the situation of the housing situation of the individual, the financial status of both the individual and the family. How much care does someone really want?
According to the agency, by 2040, New York's 60 and over population is projected to be at 1.86 million, a staggering 31% increase from 2010. The city says Aging Connect is helping with the transition, everything from information and referral services to providing tailored home care help in different languages. From July to October 2023, over 2,500 caregivers received services through the program.
You're speaking to a real person who then makes a quick assessment as to what presenting need you're displaying and then helps you navigate and turns you to the right people. You may need care with daily living activities. I need somebody to come in a few hours a week or 2 or 3 times a week to help my mother bathe when I can't do it.
The goal is to help keep senior citizens in the communities they've lived, worked, and contributed to their whole lives.
You would work, you retire, and at some point you go into a nursing home. That is no longer the model. And as you start seeing more and more older adults coming from communities of color, nursing home is not an option. It's very foreign to us.
Making institutionalized long-term care a last resort for most. A recent study showed 85% of aging New Yorkers chose to live independent lives at home.
Culturally, putting someone in a nursing home does not resonate with us. Your regular wants and needs. I want to be around my friends. I want to go to the church of my choice. You know what? I really like this grocery store.
While there are lots of nonprofit organizations and city programs that provide short-term care for retired New Yorkers of all backgrounds, the lack of funding can create long waiting lists and make it hard to help everyone who needs it.
The beauty of PSS is that every now and then they kick in and they give us additional home health aid services.
And city officials say they recently sent out a needs assessment survey for older adults both receiving and not receiving care. They're all living across the 5 boroughs, and the commissioner says the goal is to find ways to make the system better. In the next part of our series, putting your loved ones in a long-term assisted living facility or nursing home may be your only choice. We take a close look at the pros, the cons, and the costs. Jennifer Bisram, CBS 2 News.